Susan Frazier sifts through what's left of her home off Edgewood Avenue. From the front, it's a simple but charming old home with room for her grandchildren to play. Her husband Glenn grew up in this house, and their son recently moved in next door. But from the back, the home tells a very different story. At one time, the Frazier's yard extended far beyond what it does today. That's because I-95 has literally cut through their property.
I didn't buy a house next to the expressway. The expressway came through me. We were here before consolidation. This wasn't even the city limits. We were out in the country. This was country, and then it came through.
Over the years, I-95 was built and expanded, drastically changing the outline of the Frazier's property.
There used to be a solid wall of trees back here. You couldn't even see the expressway. You could not see these houses as you rode by the expressway. The trees were so thick. I came home a couple of years ago, all the trees were gone. So I built a 10-foot fence up out there, to have a little privacy.
But the noise was a constant reminder. According to the Florida Department of Transportation's construction updates, in 2005, a project began on Jacksonville's north side to widen I-95. A crash barrier that once bordered the Frazier's privacy fence was removed for reconstruction. According to FDOT spokesman Mike Goldman, although the project is expected to be complete in a couple of months and includes the replacement of those barriers, they were not in existence on the morning of March 15th. The driver of a rental truck traveling south on I-95 lost control, running through the Frazier's fence and into the back of their home. Although the Fraziers are not convinced that the barriers could have prevented the accident, they do believe they might have helped.
Your natural reaction when you hit something like that is you snatch and you go in the other direction. Usually you spin all around. Even with the guardrail, I feel pretty safe with a car, but not a truck. Not a truck now. Not after I see what a box truck can do, a 26-foot box truck.
And it is that reason that the Fraziers are now requesting a wall be built to protect their property.
We're only talking about a wall at less eighth of a mile or something. It's short distance. Nothing like university or anything like that. Just, 20, 30 pieces of a wall up there would, probably all it would take.
In an off-camera interview, Mike Goldman stated that research indicates the location does not merit the expense of a sound barrier, but the Fraziers claim the noise is no longer their main concern.
It's safety now. Now that it's safety. Now that I see what a truck can do, they estimate the speed of that truck at 45 miles an hour. If it had been a semi doing 65 or 70 or 80 miles an hour, or a tanker truck loaded with fuel, what would it have done?
Until further plans are made, the state will replace the crash barriers along the Frazier's property, while Glenn and Susan continue to pick up the pieces and attempt to rebuild.
I had it made, more or less, and I'm going to have it made again, so I'll fight for it, I will.
For Jacksonville.com, I'm Amanda Warford.